Oh yeah, it worked. Oh, I fucked up. Yes, yes, y'all. You're in the right place to be. Wrong song again. Yeah, there we go. We got some hot fire for y'all tonight. Okay. And unlike other sports talk shows where it's all stat geeks and facts and shit like that, there'll be no facts here tonight. Nothing but opinions and loud ones at that. I hope my brethren are ready and standing by. And of course they're not, because they're freaking blacks. And Antar, where are you? God damn it. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce the four horsemen of the apocalypse and Armageddon in the sports world. Or two of them at least, because the other dummy ain't there yet. All right. Without further ado, it's Pots and Pans, my man. We used to call him Mans, but then he walked across burning sands and said, you know what? Maybe I'm not even the man you overstand. It's the man to God. Alpha Infant Alpha. Alpha Infant Alpha. Woo!
What's popping?
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Now, without further ado. Oh, wait, sorry. without more further ado, we got the next up. He might be from a place you've never heard of, but they put out lots of basketball players, which you can be talking about today with PG County. Please stand up for the mature one, Chills.
What up?
And
PG
Dipshit.
County, stand up, repping.
There you go. Now, if we had a guess who wouldn't have joined on time, who would you thought that would have been? I'm just saying. There we go. The four of us minus one dummy. Fellas, how y'all doing? Did everybody pregame properly?
Jive. I didn't know. I'm trying to find my phone, man. I can't find my phone.
Y'all niggas better wake up.
I'm ready. I don't have my phone.
I'll say, I'm out here to perform, goddamn. Y'all niggas better chime in.
I'm ready.
I'm ready,
but
man, y'all dummies, turn y'all mics off. Not your mics, I mean your volume down.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to have it go through my earbuds, but
that's what we did that for earlier today, by the way. Just saying. All right. Well, are you ready? So, without further ado, who's the MVP? I'll let you go first, Ans, since you're right. No, wait, here's the caveat. I want you to give me who's your MVP with the vote was today, and who would be your MVP, who's your projected MVP by the end of the season, and why?
I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna go with Dame.
Oh,
Dash.
interesting.
Dame Dollar.
Why come?
I just think he's been holding that team together the best out of everybody that's playing, and he's been playing the longest. And everybody else is hurt. That I think long run on the second part of that question is going to be LeBron when he come back. But I think right now, at this moment, if it was today, it would be Damian Lillard. But you know who I got as a close second, but I don't think we're talking about him, is Chris Paul.
You can't. You don't have too many picks. No. You got one pick. So you're now and you projected.
Okay, so my now is Dame, and my projected is LeBron in the future.
Okay, now JP, do you have the same picks?
No.
All right, tell me why he's wrong before you give me yours. Woo! I threw a curveball, making niggas think on their feet.
Me personally,
And I guess you guys are gonna throw bias at me, but I would go with James Harden right
That's not what I
now.
asked you. I'm saying
P-
first, tell me why his picks were wrong. Then go do yours.
because their picks, his picks are wrong because they're not mine.
What I'm saying is make an affirmative case against his picks, not an affirmative case for yours. Tell me why can't be Damian, why can't be who'd you project?
LeBron.
James
LeBron.
Harden. I say James Harden right now. I say James Harden right now projected LeBron James.
Wow, that's interesting. I got the exact opposite of y'all. So my MVP right now is LeBron James. And unlike you guys, I'm gonna elaborate. Or you did, Antar, but John just said who his MVP is. But before I tell you
Whoever
why,
John is.
what? Oh, chills. Before I tell you why it's LeBron now, I'm gonna tell you why it's not James Harden. Like I said many times, I'm waiting for this to catch on. You cannot be the MVP part of Big Three. That's number one. Number two, you're the MVP for the entire season. This nigga played on two teams. On one of them motherfuckers, you got to divide, right? Because he ruined the whole entire franchise, and that's got to count for something. So that's why I can't be James Harden. Why?
You cannot charge James Harden with ruining the Houston organization, champ.
Yeah, you can.
You can't do that. He took how many championships did he take him to?
0.
Okay.
Does that prove your point or my point? What?
Did he go? He didn't go to the conference finals?
You said championships. You didn't say conference finals.
I meant conference finals.
The fuck does that mean?
My point is he's brought much more success than this detriment that he did this last year getting out.
That's like punching your wife in the mouth and saying, "But what about all the good times?"
It's not.
It's similar.
No, but I mean, but nah, it ain't the same because we talking about this year. We're not talking about what he did in the previous year. We're talking about MVP of this year.
Thank you.
Of MVP of this year, you can't count what he did for Houston's franchise.
Woo!
You gotta count what he did this year for
No.
Hey, that was a good point. That was a good point. Yeah.
I was throwing that back at Hodge for the simple fact that he charged James Harden with ruining the Houston Rockets organization, and I differ from that.
All right, well, Antar, what are you looking at? Like somebody over there. Because you look as though like you, right there.
Graphics behind me. What's going on behind me?
So I got mine almost the exact opposite of Antar. Right, I have the current MVP is LeBron, but my projected MVP is Dame. Now, the reason why I say LeBron, and I know it's a this season award, but I think they're so close, and because there's no clear-cut favorite, then you have to kind of account for the fact that these dudes on the Lakers and the Heat especially had the shortest offseason of any professional sports in history, and for him to have his team in the position he has them in, playing the way he's playing at the age he's playing, I'm sorry, but that has to be factored in.
Excuses is for bums.
Who fuck said an excuse? The nigga, what excuse to them? If they would have had excuses, but they don't need them because they winning.
How are you adding that all on? Is he playing right now or is he hurt?
Who? Oh, you mean Kevin Durant?
No.
Oh, that's right. He's always
LeBron
hurt.
James.
You mean the LeBronosaurus? You mean LeBronosaurus?
I'm talking about the dude that's out right now, and you giving him MVP.
So, James Harden is out 2 days ago. So we'd had to show that day. You just said he can't be MVP.
You know exactly the point I'm trying to make, Slim. You can try and change it how you want to. He's out right now for at least a month. So that's time out.
You don't know
You
that.
say the biggest thing is that he has to be available for his team. They said a month. They projected a month.
That's why I said
I thought
today.
he was up until this point.
Thank
though.
you, Antar. I said today. My projected MVP is Damian Lillard because LeBron's going to be out too long. And like Antar, I agree that Damian Lillard has carried that franchise with all kind of injuries this year, putting up crazy numbers. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, like, you got to put dues in. Damian Lillard's been overlooked for years. And I'm sorry, people say it's a this year award, and it is, but, you know what I'm saying, we don't live in a vacuum. What say you?
Donovan Mitchell. Same argument, Donovan Mitchell.
I looked the stats up, though. He don't get no assists. So you can make the argument he's just a scorer. He's not like a playmaker. So he wears less hats.
He wins.
He only he only scoring like 23 points a game too. He's not scoring no whole lot of points.
Yeah, I looked up the assists because I figured he had points, but I figured maybe he's not a playmaker, and that's the knock on him. He's not really a playmaker. He's dope, but I'm saying let him marinate. He's been in the league 3-4 years.
We said
Who
right
would you
now.
rather have on your team, JP? Bill or Mitchell?
Bill.
I said JP.
Mitchell.
I mean Chills.
Mitchell.
I asked the questions.
Oh, is that what this is?
Y'all know. And John, would you wake up Chills?
Whoever has the microphone, ask the questions. Go.
I'm about to mute you. All right. Which team did the most to improve at the deadline / buyout market? You could pick one. Now here's the caveat though. I'm not saying which team is the best team, right? Because the best team could have not made any moves. I'm not saying who you think is going to win the championship. I'm saying from where they were to how much they improved, who helped themselves the most through the trade / buyout market, the deadline. So that doesn't count the James Harden trade. I'm talking about deadline activity. Anybody.
Who you going to?
Anybody.
Okay. I'll go first. On that, I'm going with the Nets. Why I say the Nets? Because they brought in the score, but our front court was
That's so surprising.
the front court. You said off of the moves that were just
right,
made.
Right.
So therefore, they solidified their front court, which needed to be solidified. So now we have two veterans who won't be afraid of the moment, who can come in and give us good quality minutes in the front court.
Let me ask you something. What do you really think about? I'm asking you honestly. What do you think about? Oh, we got the two-shotter. I forgot that jump was still in there. What do you honestly think about LaMarcus Aldridge?
I just told you what I think about him. He's a solid veteran who can come in and play quality minutes in the playoff and not be afraid of the moment. It's not going to be too big for him to be out there and make the plays that he has to play. Exactly. He's definitely out there. He's definitely out there to use his wisdom and knowledge of the game to bring forth victory.
Hey, but isn't he shot though? Can he jump? I mean, are you expecting him to score or rebound or block shots?
No. I'm expecting him to come in and give us quality minutes and not mess up the game. We got the scores. We just need the solid front court to do what they need to do, doing the boxing out, the dirty work down on the blocks. Defense. They know they don't have yes, LaMarcus Aldridge plays defense. And that's all that both of those two can do in the front court for
now? Does he play defense now?
And he's scoring. Yes. He's been on the bench for a month. He has fresh legs. And he's going to have fresh legs going through.
Nigga, if you was on the bench for a month, would your legs be fresh? Oh.
First of all, going into the playoffs, but what I'm trying to explain to you is the Nets. How about that? On to the next, young. You asked me what mine was. It's the Nets.
Hey, listen. This is a fucking debate show. I'm going to debate you.
It's the Nets. Next person, young.
I'm going to go. I say the Denver Nuggets. And this is why.
You tried to steal my go.
They did nice.
Where my mute button at?
I'll mute myself.
I'm the captain now. Oh, there go dummy. This nigga an egg, man. Nigga retarded.
You never bought a man. You is the director. Go.
Man, shut up. You know what you're talking about. He just joined now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
sent
the
him the link. That's because I just sent them the link.
I'll send the link. What you
Yeah.
talking about?
Your link was faulty.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets because
That's why it's working.
God damn it. I'm gonna go with the Denver Nuggets because I looked at the game last night. I think Aaron Gordon is gonna get a lot of lobs with that Nogic's passing ability. He's a big wing, and I think that with the addition of Gordon and JaVale McGee, that the Denver Nuggets are going to guarantee themselves a repeat with the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Y'all can talk now. Oh, wait, you're still muted. How do I unmute y'all? Oh, fuck. Hold on. There we go.
Unmute everybody.
Unmuted.
Hey man, listen. You stole two of my
Bro, man,
thunders.
we need
I
You
ain't
stole
steal shit.
Brontosaurus. Yeah, you stole the Brontosaurus.
That was paying homage. I'm admit that's yours. I'm giving you that. I'm giving you that.
Definitely stole that.
Secondly,
I didn't
stole
steal
that.
shit. I was giving that to him. Pause.
secondly,
Definitely stole it. Super pause.
secondly,
But you definitely was giving it to him.
secondly, it was my turn to go next
No, who said?
because you the
I
lead
see
man.
it.
I'm gonna go first sometimes too.
No, John on McLaughlin group.
I
McLaughlin
told
always
the
go
alpha.
last. Yeah, what's
Just like the McLaughlin group, motherfucker. And don't date yourself. Nobody know fuck about the Black group.
You know what I'm talking about.
We
Anyway,
do.
and you stole
Hey,
my
shut up.
other
He's talking.
pick, which
Huh?
was the Denver Nuggets. I concur. The Denver Nuggets did the best. In the
Answer his
in
thing.
the
Me and
free
you
agent
agree a lot
market.
on sports, so we're gonna agree a lot. It's us two
No,
versus
it's all
them
good.
two.
I mean, I didn't know,
Let's
I didn't know you was
wrestle.
gonna say that.
Huh?
I said it's all good. I didn't know you was
Pause,
gonna say
man.
that, but I mean, just by going off everybody, I do think the Nets did a good job by getting them two
Did you just ask
bums.
for him in the wrestle?
You know, I think those two bums that they picked up will help them out just for fouls and shit like that. But um, but if you're looking at talent and you're looking at what's going to be a better team and who made a jump, I definitely think the Nets with
The
Gordon
Nets or the
and
Nuggets? Nets
they
or
got
you meant to say
Nuggets. My
Nuggets.
fault.
Okay.
I'm saying I definitely think the nuts. I'm gonna call the nuts. The Nets, the nuts. I think the nuts
He's flopping the nuts.
did not do as good as the Nuggets. I don't even know if the Nuggets,
What?
the Nets were actually second best, but I think the Nuggets did the best. I think that they got McGee too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna do. I mean, just like you said,
But
man,
John
them
know
lobs,
about
man.
McGee.
Gordon gonna be jumping out the damn gym. He put a number 50. He wore number 50 to let you know what he coming to do. He gonna be doing 50s in Denver. He a mile high. He gonna be smoking and dunking. It's gonna be scary, man. I'm really scared. I'm scared of them. I'm scared of Denver.
Oh, Cordell, what you say?
They ain't got no defense.
Cordell, the question
They got no
was late
defense,
joiner. Which team did the most to improve the deadline / buyout market? Pick one.
I don't think none of them did.
Somebody had to be better than somebody else. I'm not saying that somebody made it.
Denver didn't up.
Ask the
Denver
question
did not
again,
up their
like you asked
defense.
before. I don't think you understood the question.
Cordell, listen.
I did understand the question, and I said nobody.
Judge.
I said nobody. Nobody. The Nets didn't do shit. The Lakers didn't do shit. Denver didn't do shit. And none of y'all do shit. Hey,
All right, moving on. Oh man.
and I'm not. Mama had me tell you.
All right. Which team's moves got the most hype but doesn't move the needle. Now I'm gonna go first.
The Nets.
That's that. I said I'm going first. God damn it! It's the Nets. God damn it! Fuck, man.
Oh,
Because
I didn't know you was going first.
I said I'm going first. Oh, that's weed kicking it on. Because. What do you say, Cordell?
Oh, is it on me now? Is it my turn?
No, you're excluded on this topic because you said you can't opinion this one because your opinion on the last one.
No, I can't because you said hype. Now you said hype.
Okay.
So I can chime in on this.
Close your mouth.
I say New Jersey. And I say New Jersey Nets is the most hyped, and they ain't do shit.
Okay, go ahead, Antar. Hey, Alpha, infinite Alpha.
I might. I want. I'm gonna go with the Nets too. I was gonna say the Clippers, but I do think that Clippers move is a good move though.
Yeah.
But comparing the Williams, but I'm gonna go with the Nets as well because I do think them two. I think they two washed up players, just like Malone and Peyton were when they went to the Lakers.
Thank
So
you.
I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. As far as the team they already got, I think that team was already stacked. They was already good.
They got Harden.
Like I said, them dudes, they good for some fouls.
Right. Go ahead, Chills.
The most hype. That really didn't move the needle.
Correct.
I'd say the Heat.
But did they get hype? What hype did they get?
Oladipo.
Yeah, I guess they didn't really get much hype.
Right. They didn't get
Yeah,
hype.
but the whole Oladipo move. But where I chose them was I don't think Oladipo moves the needle for them.
Right, but I'm saying nobody else thought it either. I'm saying of the ones that were hyped up, what hype did you think was hype?
Exactly. Meaning the Lakers, the Nets, Denver.
Yeah, Well, the hype is definitely going to be the Nets, and then like I said, it's the same thing with Blake Griffin said is that for the last couple of years y'all been saying I was washed up, and now when I joined the Nets, everybody's screaming it's unfair. Now I'm good again.
You're arguing against your
now
point.
I'm a legitimate baller.
But you just argued against your own point. That don't make sense. You're saying the Nets are the hype being that they're fake, like the hype doesn't match the actual. You can't say the Nets are the hype and they make the best. That don't make sense. You said the Nets did the best.
Shut up.
Who you talking to?
Hey man, I think you know what I think was another good move though.
Did y'all understand me though? Wait,
second best.
Go ahead.
I got your point.
I think Portland.
Exactly.
I think Portland
Move
getting a dude from Toronto was a good move too. I think that was a strong move they made with the trade they made getting
Gary Trent.
It doesn't matter. Utah is going to beat everybody because Utah has defense.
Man,
what wins championships?
Huh?
What wins championships?
Defense. Who's the best defensive team in the league?
Lakers.
Right now, Utah.
It's the Lakers.
I'm sure them numbers are
by a mile.
I'm sure those numbers are dropping.
By a mile. And the distance between 1 and 2 is greater than just between 2 and 11. Thank you.
I'm gonna need to check this. I'm gonna need to check your numbers on that because y'all have no LeBron and y'all have no Anthony Davis.
And we still number one defense.
Y'all the best defense.
Our last 2 games didn't even make it to the 100 points on either team.
Somebody check those stats for me.
Cordell's be making up shit. Don't have no kind of statistical. I know we don't do research here, but know what you're talking about. You just said the Lakers gonna win it.
I'm talking about, and you talk the number 1 defensive team right now, Joe.
Bet it.
They are on NBA 2K. I know that.
All right, here's a bonus question. I just thought of this while we were talking about the Nets because the Nets seem to be the topic of everybody's conversation, and I'm gonna throw this to Cordell Polite. You're going to go first on this one. and then Antar, you going second, and then Chills, you're going third, and then Hodge is going fourth, and then I was gonna make a joke about a cleanup man, but anyway, who is the best player on the Nets right now?
Margot?
No, wait, are you muted, dummy?
Who?
Cordell. Did y'all hear him? Man, nigga retarded.
Look like he froze.
Oh, Cordell.
He froze.
This nigga dumb. All right, go ahead. Antar, who is the best player on the Nets?
As I said a few weeks ago, Harden is the alpha dog. He established that a week after he got there, and he said it 2 days ago when he said, I'm the alpha dog on this team and for the rest of the league.
The nigga, hey, don't unmute yourself, dummy. This nigga retarded, man. Hey, look, let's expand upon that before you go, Chills. Now I'll let you finish first, and I'm gonna tell you why Antar's right and you're wrong.
How you know I'm wrong? How you know I'm wrong and I ain't even said a word yet, though?
I know what you're gonna say. PG County, please stand up. Go ahead.
You daggone right. Without question, man is the best player on the Brooklyn Nets. And everybody on that team know it.
I don't think James Harden does because he wouldn't have said, I am the MVP. Now, here's an interesting follow-up, just freestyle question. Has there ever been an MVP on a team? I'm not saying in the league, on a particular team. Has a person won the MVP on that team and he wasn't the best player on that team? Ever. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Cordell, we can't hear you.
You said say the question again?
In the history of MVPs, since let's say the 80s when we grew up watching sports, all right? Has there ever been an MVP who wasn't the best player on his team? I'm not saying the best player in the league, the best player on his team.
You could have that argument with Magic Johnson with Kareem on there.
Not when Magic won it. Or you saying when Kareem won it? You saying when Kareem won it?
When Magic won it.
Because he had surpassed
Didn't
Kareem.
Magic win it? No, didn't Magic win MVP the first year when he went as a rookie?
Oh, the finals, not the league. He won Rookie of the Year for Rookie Year.
Oh, we're talking the league MVP.
Hey, Antar, okay. Can we help these people help them out? I think there's the people with the backgrounds are more focused.
Well, when it was West Outside of Elgin Baylor, that might have been one.
I don't remember that. Okay, so this nigga got that nigga. Were you Google searching that nigga? Fuck. We don't do research here. We bloviate. Okay, so wouldn't it be an indictment on KD?
You laughing at Cordell?
He looked like a grinder pay. He looked like a fucking a gay ad for a pickup. He just meet me at the rest stop.
Hans got me muted. He say Hans got me muted.
I ain't got him muted.
Hans got me muted. Hey man, won't you? He just cut off and Joy. He said meet me at the rest stop.
Stupid man. What are we talking about? There you go. Look at dummy. Retarded. Say something.
Did he unmute me already? You fucking idiot.
I didn't mute you, nigga.
I was saying some poignant shit and you couldn't hear me.
Poignant?
Say it again.
That's
Nigga,
right. Is that what it says?
Spell poignant.
None of your damn business.
Go ahead.
No spelling bee.
Who the best player on the Nets?
James Harden, Joe. I don't know how JP is saying it's KD when this nigga don't play a damn minute in a game.
Oh boy.
I would say
They ain't
I would
got
go
an injury,
further.
man.
I would go further. When KD come back, James Harden's still the best player on the team.
I would say this:
I don't know
when
about
it was
that.
Harden and Kyrie, and when it was KD and Kyrie, look at the records. That's all
Right.
you gotta do.
Right.
And look at it when it's
Look.
Harden by himself and KD by himself. Look at the records.
Thank you. And look at this. What up, little Dino? Hey, this is a live broadcast. Fucking Cornell.
Can't hear you.
We're real professional. Hey, look, we're auditioning for ESPN and KD got called a bitch by one teammate and had another teammate say, I'm the MVP. A little beta male in him, man. Like, he need to swing on somebody. You think you think somebody gonna be on Jordan's team talking about they the MVP or LeBron's team?
Hell
Moving on, because Chills is chilled in a quiet, dark place. GOAT debate. Are LeBron fans prisoners of the moment, or are MJ fans prisoners of the past? Antar, you're first.
I think Jordan fans are prisoners of the past. And I'm a huge Jordan fan. I still don't think that LeBron is the GOAT yet. I think he has to win another one, and I actually think he has to do it this year to be considered the GOAT. Um, so, but he's right there. He's right there on his tail. But I think that even then, there'll be so many people who will still say it was AD and they're gonna say it was AD and it was
no.
Drummond. He wouldn't have done it without those players. He had to do all these things and he never won six. They're gonna say all the things that they've been saying. In their mind, he'll never surpass him, even
Right.
if he wins 10,
Right.
because he didn't go 10-0.
Right, exactly.
So
but that don't count against
I
Tom
think
Brady,
they're
though, for
more
some
prisoners.
reason.
No, I don't count against Jordan either because Jordan was 0-7 his first 7 years, and he lost with the Wizards and he lost with Orlando too. So there's a whole lot of losses Jordan got that people don't count. They only count the 6 that he won straight.
Hey, I'm gonna go last in this one. I'll let you steal mine, but I got a real Pacific thing that's gonna really bring out that very point. Cordell, you're up.
What was the question?
Hey, Doc Kim got a phone too. We're gonna have to replace this nigga, man.
No, we're not. Please leave him
long,
alone.
Ass was too damn long, Joe.
No, you don't even smoke weed. Are LeBron fans prisoners of the moment, or MJ's fans prisoners of the past when it comes to the GOAT debate?
MJ's fans are prisoners of the past.
Woo! Cordell smart tonight.
Yeah.
Why come?
Like I said, because it should be, what have you done for me lately, dog? And LeBron's out there. He's sparking up shit right now. I give y'all that. LeBron is beasting out like he's supposed to be beasting out. He's been doing it for a long ass time. I mean, the boy came in the league when he was 19 years old. You dig what I'm saying? And he's been doing it since then. This nigga put up 25 points when he was 19 against grown ass men. You can't take that away from him. And like Ansar said, it was a lot of losses that MJ took that was slid under the rug because he won 6 rings. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to win 6 rings. You know what I'm saying? Or more rings than that. So.
And
I'm done.
Okay, that was a good point, but the last part threw me off. Anyway, Chills, you're up. It seems like I thought Cordell would be more on your side, but it seems like you're getting picked on. And that's why you sulking over there. How many milligrams of edibles did you take? Because you need a lower dose, nigga. Or 4 or 5 caramel macchiatos. Is that nigga froze or something, or am I
Froze.
tripping?
I don't like having this argument with you guys. Because it's always the same, man. I mean, like I said, if your boy gets 6 rings, so be it, young. But y'all, you can't. When he does back-to-back three-peats, young, you holler at me, young.
So that's
You
the
holler at
bar.
me. The difference. No, the simple fact
That wasn't the
is,
question though.
I like a what we're talking about, the prisoner of the past. So okay, I believe the LeBron fans are, what are they? Prisoners of the present.
The moment,
Or
right?
was that? What was oh yeah, prisoners of the moment is how it was presented. For the simple fact that he's been the best player for the last 18 years. So without question, you're going to have that. Since Jordan left, LeBron has taken over that mantle and he's held it in high esteem. I will not dispute that at all. But the fact of the matter still is he hasn't reached the status of MJ has done as far as establishing uh, more dominance than not.
Okay, those are fair. I'm gonna make the case for Jordan, even though I think LeBron's the greatest, right? Because I don't have a problem with people thinking that Jordan is the greatest, right? Because at his apex, he was the most dominant apex predator in the modern game. You can say Bill Russell because people would make the chip argument. I say, well, Bill Russell's the greatest, but that was the before NBA. But of the modern NBA, Jordan was the apex predator. I'll give you that. Here's why he's not the GOAT to me, and here's why I feel like the people are trapped, prisoners of the past, right? And it's kind of what Antar said, and I'm gonna give you a specific example. He's been his alpha and alpha, his valleys, right? Because everybody's got valleys, everybody's got bad moments, have just been conveniently just erased from the collective memory of oh fuck. Have been erased from the collective memory of everybody talking about sports. And here's why. Remember, I think I texted y'all up at night. I was watching Clutch City. It was one of them little documentaries or whatever about the Houston Rockets. Right? Oh, my camera. Of course, my camera lunching now. So anyway.
We can see.
No, but it's going to cut off again. I got to keep doing this shit. Fuck. Anyway. Jordan came back and lost to the Orlando Magic, and they lost because of Jordan. People act like that season don't count. They were in the playoffs. He played half the year, right? It wasn't like he came back right just a game before the playoffs, and they were in the conference finals, I believe. And Jordan turned the ball. He got pickpocketed, and that was the last play of the game. And he lost the game for him. But if that would happen to LeBron, like when he had a horrible series against the Mavericks in 2011. He'll never live it down. But somehow Jordan just gets away with it, right? When Jordan played in the Wizards, which nobody counts, he's the same. He was about LeBron's age now, and LeBron's in the MVP conversation. So that's why I think the difference is that every fault of LeBron is magnified, and every fault of Jordan is swept under the rug.
I don't think it's swept under the rug for the simple fact that when Jordan gets there, he don't lose.
But what about when he
LeBron
don't get there?
Gets there and he takes losses. He takes losses in championships. That's what taints it. I don't want to know. That's what.
So if you lose in the second round go ahead, Potsy.
No, I would want to know because the way LeBron went to 3 different teams, you know what I'm saying, and won championship with 3 different teams, yo. Could Jordan have done that?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Ooh. Hey, Chills, you thought he was about to agree with you. You thought he was about to agree with you, and he flipped it on you.
No.
I'm just because that's a hell of a feat, and you can't sweep that under the rug. That's a hell of a feat. for you to go to 3
Him
different
or
cities
Kobe
and a
Bryant
different
couldn't do it
fucking
without Phil Jackson.
conference, you know what I'm saying?
3 different coaches too.
See,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and listen, but that I'm not, when everybody always acts like when you say that Jordan is better, is the greatest, don't mean that LeBron is not great. I'm not saying LeBron is a scrub. He's the next player in line behind Jordan in my eyes, but he just he doesn't he's not on that Jordan level yet. Yeah, he has it, but just the fact that when you get there and you take them L's, now the one where all his teammates left him, I salute him on that. I understand why you lost. You was by yourself.
Which one?
But
That happened twice with
it
him.
is
He was
what
by
it is,
himself
man.
twice.
Okay, each one.
But how you? But wait a minute. You sound like you're making an excuse for him, but then you held that against him at the start.
No, I listen to what I'm saying. My point is, every time Jordan got in the championship, he won. LeBron, every time he gets there, it's not he don't win. You don't know if he gonna win or he gonna
I get
lose.
that point. The point is that if like they both got there, you can count all their losses when they didn't
Yes,
get there. This is what I guess he's saying. You can count all their losses when they both didn't get there. But when Jordan did get there,
exactly.
he made sure he didn't lose. And that's not the same dogness that
Pedigree.
LeBron
LeBron puts
has
across.
to make sure I'm not gonna lose when I get there. But I would counter that with LeBron gonna make sure I get there because he went there 8 years or 10 years straight. How many years
Yeah,
he went straight? So I
without
think that's
question.
better than
Also,
Jordan going three times, and taking off 2 years and doing it 3 and 3. Going that many years straight, I think is just phenomenal. And it goes on to his. That's what I'm saying. That's where you balance out him losing is the fact that he went there all that many times. If he would
Right.
have went like every 2 years and went 1-1 every 2 years, then I could say, okay, he wasn't that dominant. He went every other year, whatever, you know. But the fact that he went all them years straight
Right.
until that last year when he was hurt in LA,
And then came
and
back
then
the
he
next year
came
and
back and won,
won. Right.
hmm
and
Matter of
really was
fact,
the front runners again this year,
if you take away the injury
that's
year, if you take away injury year, he's basically went to the finals for a decade straight when he wasn't injured.
that's
Do you know?
amazing.
all I know, all I know is him, Drummond, and AD need at least 3 weeks together, possibly 4.
Nigga,
A
so
good
do
month of
y'all.
basketball.
Is KD gonna come back? Everybody act
Indeed,
like they worry about if AD comes
without
back. Is
question.
KD coming back?
But listen to me. The beauty of it now is, even if he don't come back, we still competing.
You're not gonna beat the Lakers.
That's true.
You're not gonna beat the Lakers though.
We're good
We
though. We
still
don't we
going.
don't need 3 weeks.
The goal is still the same, whether he come back or
We
he
don't
don't.
need 3 weeks.
Wait.
We could warm up in the first round.
Right.
Okay. Nah, Drummond, not get the chemistry y'all need to have. 2 big men
Yes,
down
we
on that
can.
block got to
Drummond a
learn how to
dog,
work
dude.
together. Pause. He
No,
is a dog,
no, he
without
don't. All we need
question.
Drummond to do is
Without
stand in there
question.
and do like this.
Well, he don't score. He ain't gonna do nothing but play defense and grab rebounds.
Oh, he gonna score too. He gonna get 12, 14 a
He will
game.
score.
Oh, wait, not.
He
Not
can get
doing that,
18,
y'all.
20 a
He's not
game.
scoring for y'all.
Watch he get 18, 20 a game.
If
Let's
Dwight
put that up.
Howard,
Let's put that prediction. Let's predict how many points he gonna get a game.
go.
Let's predict that right now.
You first, Hans.
I got him at 18,
Cordell.
20.
I got him at 8 and 32 rebounds.
All right. Chills.
I got him at 10 and 18, 10 and 20 a night.
10 what?
10 points
20
and
rebounds.
15 to 20 rebounds a night.
I got him at 12 to 14 points, and I got him at 12 rebounds. Because he not going to play as many minutes as he played in Cleveland. That's the only reason why he's not going to give us 18 and 15.
Or he gonna be playing minutes.
Who falls out of rotation? Montrezl Harrell.
Gasol.
The fuck? What the fuck you talking?
Oh.
Harold been balling. That's what y'all realize. Harold, we got players that can score. Do you see what I'm saying? When you add LeBron and AD to what they got now, plus Drummond, Joe, Let me ask you this, Chills. Do you got Brooklyn beating the Lakers in the finals if KD don't come back?
Hell no.
It's going 7.
Bet that.
I
What'd
don't
you
bet.
say, Cordell?
Bet.
Without KD, can Brooklyn? Let me ask you: would Brooklyn make it to the finals without KD?
No. Hell no.
I think they
No.
can.
Philly? You think they'll be Philly?
James Harden.
Yeah.
Yes, they can beat Philly.
James Harden got to prove it to me in the
What we
playoffs.
have, what we have now
He still ain't
and
he
with
still ain't
Kyrie,
proved that he can win the playoffs.
yeah.
Right.
So he got. Don't worry, he got Kyrie and
got
he got
Kyrie in the
Kyrie and
playoffs,
KD
yo.
right now. Yeah, we got Kyrie and KD right now too. Don't worry about that part.
Okay. Was gonna
The
say
Nets will win the East, and hopefully they meet the Lakers. The Lakers got 2 teams they got to worry about. I
Denver,
think, personally,
Denver and the Clippers. But I
definitely
think
Denver.
and the Clippers.
Yeah, Denver and the Clippers, and a wild card
Phoenix.
is Utah.
I'm not worried about Utah.
Utah.
I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
you
Utah.
got great
about
coaching
Utah. I
in
don't know
Phoenix
why
as well,
people
though.
on
You got great
Utah,
coaching
though.
in Phoenix, though.
Right. I just think
kinda
Utah in the
stepped up.
playoffs, they got who their leader's 23. Ain't that how old Mitchell is? Like 23? He ain't, I mean, is he that good? Like he's one of the greatest young players of all time? Because who else has been that young led his team to a chip?
Yeah,
Magic.
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 That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, y'all.
Then he
They
got a
can't get y'all in
7'2"
7.
center that's backing him up, Joe. That's
Yeah,
how
but-
they get all them
Can't get y'all in
open looks.
But the best player is Mitchell, right?
Yes.
At this point in time, yes. On that team, yes.
And how old is he? That's all I'm saying is he's too young to be the leader of a championship team.
Age got to do with anything.
Everything. Everything.
Right.
What's
Why?
age?
Why is
Magic
everything
did
got
it.
to
Magic did it as a rookie.
That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Is Mitchell that good where he's going to be the young dude leading the team past a powerhouse like the Lakers? I don't think so. But you could be right. I could be wrong.
Well, I think right now it's going to be tough to come out the East. though. The East is more tough than the West right now, though.
The fuck
You got
you
a couple
talking about?
teams in the West.
How is the East
what-
tougher than
okay.
the? All right, I'm gonna pull. Let me.
'Cause you
Oh,
got Philly, you got Milwaukee, you got the Nets.
that's it.
No,
Who's in 8th place in the East?
Philly.
You already said Philly.
yeah, we
Who
said
said Philly?
Philly, Milwaukee, Nets. Who else is in the East is any good?
Miami.
No, they're not.
I think Miami is.
Philly, Milwaukee, Nets.
I think Miami
Philly,
gonna
Milwaukee,
be
Nets.
tough.
I don't think so. Even if I'll give you Miami as a who the other 4? Exactly. In the West, you got Lakers, Clippers, Utah, Denver, Portland, Dallas, Phoenix.
Did you say Portland?
You skipped it. Phoenix goes up. Phoenix goes up higher.
I'm not going to order. I'm just naming teams. I'm just naming teams.
He's just naming them.
In the East, you know you got in the playoffs. You got the Knicks. You got Charlotte. You got fuck.
How you not gonna say the Celtics, Indiana? Because
Celtics suck. They're not 500.
Celtics stink.
Suck, Joe.
Cordell, they have a sub 500 record and they're in the playoffs in the East. In the West. In the West, they be in third.
They did beat y'all, didn't they?
Did that mean anything? The fucking the Wizards beat the Nets. Are they better than the Nets? No.
And it's what I'm saying. It's a series, Joe. It's a series.
The fuck is he
Right?
talking about?
Stink, Joe. What are you talking about?
This is why we play the game.
That nigga just shoot you. Hey, Cordell, I know we want to think differently over here, but nobody thinks that the East is tougher than the West. Nobody. That's just like, you know.
I do. Nigga, I do. Nigga, I do. Nigga, I do.
No, but what I do
So
say
there you
though,
go.
another just a random topic, not any plan. If the Nets manage to win the chip, does it even count? Because that's going to segue to my next point. And the side hustle with that statement, does it count? I'm saying, like, does KD get credit for being a champion, or is that just some bitch shit because they some little bitches and they formed a super team? And the side card of that question is, should something be done about super teams?
Can I go first?
Yes.
I said this earlier to somebody. I think that KD, Harden. Somebody made a point that they don't want to be like Barkley and Malone and all these other people. And I said they're gonna still be like them. They're gonna be second tier stars. They will never be considered goats. They won't ever be called in the GOAT conversations with Russell, um, Jordan, Magic, Bird. Um, well, there's some guys who are first tier NBA, and then you got guys who are great like Barkley and Malone
Ooh,
and
hey boy,
a lot of those
you know what
guys.
you just did. You know what the serendipity just happened. You don't know what the serendipity.
Well,
You remember what you just said.
okay, a lot of those guys who were second tier.
Hey, let me mute Cordell's
That's what.
mic.
So
That damn baby.
basically, my point is that they'll never be, even if they win this year and even if they win 10 more, they'll never be considered goats. They'll be considered lambs because they haven't done what goats have done, which has been alpha males and led and been leaders of men. They're not leaders of men. None of those guys are.
Right. Exactly.
What the heck? What is it?
Comment
Oh,
section. It will not take long for Drummond to get comfortable with LeBron and AD. Hey, Cordell. God damn it. Hey, let's mute his mic. Hey, you're cute and all, kid, but beat it. Kick rocks. Tell that kid to kick rocks. Hey, let's add this thing back. So he said, the Nets are a bunch of bitches. Nets are a bunch of bitches. Once they feel a little adversity, they will fold. Harden has never been proven to be a playoff player. Boom! That's from the people. From the people.
Listen, let me explain something. Let me explain something to y'all about the Nets, John. What everybody got to understand is that it's a new era in basketball that these youngers are ushering in. And it's no longer
It's the
staying
gay
with a
era.
team, listening to these owners, sitting around, waiting for y'all to build a team to wait, wasting my years. Hold fast. So what they saying now is we're going to come together, we're going to make the chips. Our contracts are guaranteed. If we can move, we moving. We're going to come together, we're going to ball. And that's just a new era that it's going to be. Now, as far as dealing with that, if the NBA want to come up with some reason to break that up, then so be it, fine. But as of right now, as long as you stand within the rules of it, it is what it is. The Lakers got a super three. The Nets got a super three. Why the Lakers not weak? Why the Lakers not a bunch of girls?
What's Super 3 they got?
For
Drummond? You just said
stacking up.
you can't say Drummond makes him a big three at the
Drummond,
same time say
AD.
that Drummond ain't good as good as
Why
LaMarcus.
don't?
Because you said LaMarcus Aldridge was better.
No, I did not.
You said the Nets did better
said
at the
what
trade
moves-
deadline.
You said what moves were better to solidify the team for the playoff run.
Right.
And I said the Nets.
Right. Why?
Okay,
Why'd
that
you
don't
say the
change
Nets?
The fact that the Lakers did it don't change the fact that the Lakers did excellent too. I didn't say that.
You keep
You
making-
asked me which team presenting themselves better.
Young, you can't have it both ways, man. Who's better? Are you trying to tell me that Andre that Drummond is on the level of a Harden?
Absolutely not.
Then it ain't a big three.
Okay. He is a big three because he's one of the best big men in the NBA.
He just got does the best of hold on. Does the best of anything get bought out ever? That ain't the way. When you get bought out, that means that
Yeah. They went young. They didn't have a position for him. They're emptying out their roster and starting over again.
Okay,
So
who?
all that's getting washed.
So let's say it was Jokic or Embiid or Anthony Davis. Would they have been bought out? No, right? No, because no matter what your plan
They're
is,
young. No.
exactly, because you're not going to give up on.
Didn't Anthony Davis get bought out?
No, he got traded. They had to give up the
He
whole
got
farm
traded.
for Anthony Davis.
No, man, so be it.
Exactly. So y'all sold out to get Anthony Davis. How you don't figure that the Lakers was putting together a super team?
Because it's 2, not 3.
What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
Everything history.
Just because it's 2?
Because like everybody, you've always had 2 good players on the team. It's different when you have a fucking buddies that get together like they did. It was just real gay.
That y'all was not trying to rebuild through the draft, Joe. Y'all wanted to go out and make something happen fast. That's what y'all did, right?
Look at this
Miami a super team?
Huh?
Was Miami a super team?
Yeah, I would say so.
Was the LeBron Miami a super team?
Yeah.
Antar?
But
it was Miami.
But let me say something though. The Miami super team, because people always misappropriate the origin. They always say that LeBron started the super team movement. Actually, LeBron's forming of the super team Miami was in response to Boston, because Boston was the first big 3. Okay, so right now Brooklyn just formed a super team. That's the super team. So if the Lakers get Kawhi next year, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
What do you say,
I don't
Ans?
care either. That's my whole. I don't have a problem with super
at
team.
this point,
I have no problem
with it. I would have
whatsoever.
had a problem. I had a problem with it before. I mean, my whole thing was with KD trying to be the man and considering calling himself the man, but he's not, because he need help and he's always needed help. So he just needs to just accept his position, which I think he's done. He's just gonna collect rings, which I think he'll do. But I don't think he'll ever be satisfied, because in his mind he wants to be an alpha dog and he's not an alpha dog.
He's not.
And he got to accept that. He just got to accept that about himself, though. And it's okay, man. Everybody is not an alpha, infinite alpha. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen to everybody. It just doesn't. If I weren't, I'd be okay with it.
But y'all talking about these super teams, but you see how Golden State, what they did without being a super team? They wasn't a super team. They did that through the draft. That team was made up through the draft. So y'all don't tell me that's not tight?
What did I'm gonna tell you what did they do exactly without KD?
What do you mean? They won championships without KD. Did they not?
No, they did not. They won a championship, singular, right? And they won it. They won one, and then they won it when LeBron lost Kyrie and Kevin Love, and he still took them to 6 games.
But they won it.
And then they ran out and got KD, and then it was a super team.
Yeah, and they went 73-10 the next year too.
72-10. Yep.
72-10.
Right, and LeBron beat them 3-1 and beat them. GOAT stuff. Now we've been talking a lot about chips, and this question is related to that. GOAT debate part 2. So this is any sport now. We're gonna open it up. How much do chips matter in evaluation of greatness of the player? Right. So is Eli Manning better than Dan Marino? I'll go with Cordell first.
As far as rings, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, what?
Eli Manning, when he got there, he got it done, Joe.
So you think that Eli is better than Dan Marino?
Yes, I would say that far as when it comes to championships, yes.
No. Don't caveat. I'm saying the quarterback position. You had to start a team, and you had a great team. You just needed a quarterback. Who would you pick? Eli Manning or Dan Marino?
I understand what you're saying. I will pick Dan Marino. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Chills.
Definitely pick Dan Marino.
Alpha Infinite Alpha. Can you jump in here for Chills?
I would actually pick Eli Manning. And the reason is
Interesting.
because I think that even though there are players who have supreme talent, like a Kevin Durant, I'll compare Kevin Durant to Dan Marino. There's an intangible about winners, like that pass that Eli threw when the dude caught on his helmet.
Yeah. Was that
Eli
Eli or
had
the
to do
dude
all
catching
that
on his
other
helmet?
stuff.
Was that Eli?
No, but Eli was doing like this first, though. Eli was like this first, and then he flung that jump, and then the dude caught on his helmet. I'm saying Eli had to do all them intangibles first to get that ball off. And I'm saying Marino might have got sacked on that play
Oh,
with all the greatness when it came down to it. So I'm saying the difference between a great winner and a great player is those intangibles. So I would take Eli on the hindsight, looking back on both of their careers, and I would go with that because of those intangibles.
Now, who? Okay, I'm gonna go next and let JB. This is why I disagree, because we forget the fact, and we say it all the time, but clearly we don't mean it. Is that sports, in particular football, they're team sports, and so many things have to occur for you to even get to the championship, let alone win one. Right? The who owns your team, what market you're in, injuries, right? Everything matters. Do you know what I'm ringing about? Eli can't. Eli can't. Oh, okay. Somebody agrees with me. Dan Marino would have. Oh, I might.
are we getting comments?
Yeah, would already got rid of the ball. Eli can't carry Marino exactly. Now, I got eyes, right? I don't have to look at the results to figure out who's better. So if I'm evaluating talent, Dan Marino to me, but you can argue he's the greatest quarterback of all time without chips. And I think we've overfed us, and that's why the youngins are doing what you're saying, JP. Why they're combining and they're rushing. They don't want to let it marinate and earn it, because they see what the media says all day, every day, which is you ain't shit unless you win a chip. That's bullshit to me. To me, I'm out there to play hard, try to win, and get paid. I'm not joining nobody's team. I'm gonna stand put and get my money.
So a championship means nothing to you?
First of all, no.
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Every athlete in sport, goal, why they work, why they train, why they work on their craft day in and day out, is to accomplish the ultimate goal, and the ultimate goal is set. You got a gold medal, you got a belt, you got a trophy, but that's what they all go out to win. That's what everybody is working out and attempting to do. So to accomplish that, the ultimate feat of what everybody is trying to accomplish has to be a factor that stands tall. Now, Marino got there. It's a lot of players that are good players that have the talent to get there, but you don't have it to get over the hump. And whose fault is that? He never got back again.
Sometimes
so
it's nobody's fault.
Like
Sometimes the other team is better. Sometimes the other team is just better.
If he was so good, like you said, his talent would have got him back to the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
And we're talking Dan Marino.
And we're talking
Dan
football.
Marino. And
Football.
proof to that is Tom Brady just left, and he brought his talent over, his greatness, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers first year with COVID, no all season. His greatness won him a Super Bowl. Please put your finger on the bomb and drop it while I drop the mic. Wow.
Because I was about to say that too. Boom, intangibles.
Nah.
Those are the intangibles. McGrady has intangibles. A sixth-round pick who had guts, and that's all he used was guts.
Okay, let me break it down.
Whatever you want, those intangibles.
Tom Brady could be arguably,
and McGrady and Brady had a quicker release than Marino had a quicker release than Brady too. He had a great quick release.
You can
I
make
give
an
him that.
argument, and I'm about to make it now, actually. You can make an argument that Tom Brady could be both, and I'm not going to make this argument, but you can make an argument he's the greatest quarterback of all times and the most overrated quarterback of all times. All right? Because that's the thing. People don't remember the details. The first Super Bowl was bullshit, the Tuck rule, right? Then you had the Seattle Super Bowl.
Who's your favorite team?
This, okay?
Raiders.
Just put that out there. Okay, all right, go ahead. So that's why that first one is garbage. I got you. Go ahead.
Oh, I got mute Cordell. You gonna stop it? You gonna make me mute you, boy? Look retarded, man.
Kids, I'm sorry.
Hey, and then the Atlanta Super Bowl. So sometimes your Atlanta choked, man. They listen. That game was over. Mathematically, they couldn't lose the game unless they tried to. That's why I think it was fixed, personally.
Greatness.
Sometimes it's shitness from your competition. Sometimes your competition.
No, even in the Seattle one, when Seattle shitted, he still had to go down there and score.
Exactly. Yeah,
No, he
greatness
didn't.
gets you over the hump to win the championship.
No, he didn't.
That's all I'm saying.
What you mean he didn't? Who scored? Who drove him?
Didn't they were leading? Weren't they in the lead?
No.
Because he just drove them.
No, I'm saying weren't the Pats already in the lead?
No, they drove.
I think John Brady had just took him down to score.
No, listen. When Seattle had the ball on the 1 yard line and they could have just walked it in, they were behind, right? They weren't in the lead. They were.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
They were losing.
So Brady didn't do enough to win because they're about to lose the game. Had not Steve, whatever fuck his name is, been a retard.
Yeah, he gave the ball to Lynch.
To who? Oh, he should have. He didn't get the ball. Lynch. He should have. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the results aren't based upon your greatness. Sometimes in one-on-one sports, absolutely. Tennis, boxing, whatever. It's you versus that man. But in team sports, particularly football, so many factors involved. It's like people, they say, I earned it. I'm a doctor. I earned. No, you didn't earn shit. You're first of all, you got a birthright. So it's your parents. It's so many factors. It's like the butterfly effect. For you to get to the championship, do you understand, and win it? Yeah, you got to play R&B great, but that don't mean you necessarily are the best. Lawrence Taylor's the greatest football player of all times. He got 2 chips.
Okay. What that mean?
No.
What you saying?
Was it? He was aided by drugs. Yeah?
Bullshit. New topic. What do drugs matter in sports?
It's cheating.
No. Shh. I know what you're. Shh. Antar, you're first.
Yeah, they matter. I think if you on coke and nobody else is on coke, you got an advantage. You moving faster, you stronger.
Exactly.
If you on boat, if you on love boat and you just running through shit and don't feel no pain, nigga, yeah, you doing better than everybody else. That's just taking blows as a man. Yeah, nigga, yeah, I think drugs matter and that nigga we're a pack of wild dogs, nigga. That nigga was on cocaine and no dose.
High as a kite, flying around the corner.
You agree, Cordell? I'm about to go. I'm gonna
snap Joe Theismann leg off the coke. He killed. He was dragging niggas. That nigga was a monster, yeah, off the coke.
Cordell, you go. I'm gonna jump in. Pause.
And Dexter Manley too.
Drugs is definitely an advantage, Joe. Definitely an advantage.
Another cokehead monster.
All right, since y'all agree,
Indeed.
let me just allow me to retort. But I'm speaking anyway, but I'm going to give it back. But I need quiet when I get my thoughts out. I don't care what drugs an athlete does unless it's a combat sport. Because then I think you could hurt somebody or whatever. But to me, do whatever you got to do to win. Everybody, like if you ever been an athlete, you know that everybody has their thing. Some people get high before a game. Some people get drunk. I play football. I know people used to get drunk before football games. All right. Because that's what they needed for their edge. Now, if you need cocaine or you need steroids, go ahead. Because, yeah, Barry Bonds took steroids. He was still the greatest player of all times. Because the steroids didn't make that bat hit the ball in the sweet spot every motherfucking time. That's all I'm going to say about that. You guys are unmuted now. Do I have a point?
You think it's okay for them strong ass? No, you think it's okay for them strong ass broads, that's men, because they say women, and they just stronger than everybody.
That's different.
You think it's okay for them? No, it's
No,
not.
they're
They
men.
I mean,
They're
they women.
They're
No.
men. All right, look, I don't give a fuck all that
Don't be
trans shit.
scared. Why you scared? You scared to run track now? Why you scared?
That's a different issue. That's boys against girls. That's different.
I'm just saying, it's an advantage. It's an unfair advantage.
Yeah, but that's what sports
Coke
is.
against weed. No, but I'm saying, but you can't just put everybody you can't say everybody need to be on steroids because this dude on steroids.
All right, forget about drugs then.
Even if the ball ain't going out, he getting a harder swing. Mark McGwire wasn't hitting home runs. All them niggas, none of them niggas hitting home runs like that before they got juiced up.
I explained. Let me give two quick points. 2 quick points. All right. I explained this to JP.
Hurry up, I gotta go.
I explained this to JP earlier. We gotta get to the last one now. I'm gonna do this real quick.
Then drop your point.
No, the way steroids works, it doesn't make you stronger, right? It makes you be able to recover faster. So you still got to hit the gym. You don't just take steroids and get muscles. It don't work that way. Barry Bonds outworked them motherfuckers, and he was better. Now,
you cheating. He had an acceleration, man. That's cheating. You can't. I'm sorry, huh?
The muscle came on.
You can't cheat, dude.
I don't give a fuck if he took steroids or not. That's what I'm saying. You should do your best. And that's your best. Then take steroids. You're a professional athlete.
Cheating and excuses is for bums, yo.
Athlete, so he took it to another.
Who cares about tiny balls? Who cares about tiny balls if you're winning?
All right. So, the end. So, first of all, thank y'all for coming out. And we'll hopefully get this thing better, especially Potsy, the comic relief, Tard, Jive, Jujuju, and Jay Chills with his comatose edible situation. And Antar is actually surprisingly awake. I thought you would be the comatose one from our earlier sound check, but you actually did pretty good. Thank you, sir.
I'm always awake. I just
All right.
look sleepy.
I got kids. I'm sorry.
We'll start with Chills. Top 5 athletes of all time, any sport. Top 5 athletes of all time to be chipless. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with 5.
That's chipless?
No rings, correct. Never won a championship. Top 5 athletes of all times, any sport. Look at Cordell over there. Is Cordell, you thinking?
Karl Malone.
I'm actually watching the game, though. I'm watching Bell in Arkansas.
Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck about your question.
I got Karl Malone.
Let me write that down.
I don't know. That's a tough question, man. I can't come up with them. And you said all sports, so that's hard. Charles Barkley. Who else was nice that didn't win, man?
You keep thinking. Cordell, go.
Jim Kelly.
All right.
Actually, that whole fucking Buffalo team. I'm done. And I'm done.
All right. Antar.
I was going to say Karl Malone, Bruce Smith.
Good one.
Wait,
let me mute Cordell. God damn it.
I got kids. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Karl Malone, Bruce Smith. It Cal Ripken win?
No, he never won.
Cal
That's
Ripken.
a good one. I didn't get that one. Damn it. Mine's better though.
Karl Malone, Bruce Smith, Cal Ripken.
Cal Ripken never won a World Series.
No.
I'm not a baseball enthusiast, so I wouldn't know.
That's all I got for now.
All right. Cordell, you got any more or you gonna stick with Buffalo? Oh, you're muted. Don't worry about it. JP, you got any more or no?
No, I definitely put the Jim Kelly, that whole full Buffalo mob. They were nice and never got it done. Yeah, I don't know. I got to think more. I don't know.
All right. Here we go. Here's the definitive list. Actually, I don't know. I kind of like that Cal Ripken one. Number 5, I have Barry Sanders. Number 4.
That's a nice one.
Charles
You
Barkley.
got a chance to prepare. Go ahead.
Number 4, Charles Barkley. That's probably the one I replaced. Number 3. This top 3 gonna get y'all. Number 3, Randy Moss. Cordell, you're still muted.
Go ahead.
Let me unmute that nigga. Hold on. Now it's leaving muted. Number 2, Dan Marino. And the number one athlete of all time to never win a chip is Barry Bonds. Let me unmute Dummy.
Fuck Barry Bonds. Cheating bastard. You love cheaters, huh?
Hey, greatest
Barry
baseball
Bonds.
player of all times.
What about Ken Griffey? Did Ken
I like
Griffey
the
Jr.
Randy
ever
Moss
win
one,
on
though.
him?
That was tight. Randy Moss, that should have been your number 1.
I think Griffey did win one later on in his career.
Okay.
I think he did. But he wasn't better than Bonds,
He's
though.
the best baseball player. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. Bonds was.
Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. He never cheated. And he
Barry
was better than
Bonds,
him.
greatest baseball player of all.
steroids
First of all,
and
Barry Bonds
Griffey Jr.
had 2 Hall of Fame careers. He was a Hall of Famer in Pittsburgh and then a Hall of Famer with the steroids.
Bo Jackson.
San Francisco.
Bo Jackson didn't play long enough. He was that great. He was an athlete.
He's the greatest athlete that never made. On both, in baseball and football. Bo Jackson, nigga. Put it up there. Put it
All
on
right,
the board
people.
and drop me a mic.
Join us on y'all. Say we're gonna go one by one. Cordell, say your deuces.
Deuces.
JP, deuces. I'm Chills, deuces. And Alpha Infinite Alpha, deuces. And that's it, folks. I'm muting the dummies. Thank y'all for coming out. This is the I Said It First Sports Edition. Every Monday, we're going to be bringing you live sports. Talking shit about sports. It won't be live, actually, but that's okay. Deuces. We're going to holler at y'all. Look at the effects. We dropping fire over here, goddammit. Peace.